YouTube? This is Rob, Video Game Hoarder, with a trade package video. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of packages over there, and that's the goodies. But first, I'm going to go through the Taggin tuber questions. Casey the Game Nerd, really cool dude. I mean, the amount of stuff that dude gets is just ridiculous. So, but he ended up tagging me. So there's 3 questions, and then I'll pick my 3 that I'm going to tag. But the first one was, is there any system that you'd want to be buried with? Technically, not really, because that's kind of creepy. But if I had to pick a system, I'm going to go the same route that Casey went. I'm going to go a little sentimental and go with, and it's not the PlayStation, not the PS1, but I'm going to go with the Super Nintendo. Now, I had an NES, and I had like 30 games or whatever, and they were pretty expensive back then. I mean, I remember they were like 60 or 80 bucks at the time. But the Super Nintendo was coming out, and I saw commercials, I think, and advertisements for Super Mario World, and oh my god. I mean, that looked like the greatest game ever. And just the colors and the graphics compared to, regular NES were like just amazing. So I really wanted it. And my parents were like, no, you have an NES. We have so many games, blah, blah, blah. So, as a kid, you don't want to hear that. So you find a way to get that new system. So I conned my, first off, my NES actually ended up dying. So they wanted me to get another NES. And I guess they couldn't take me for some reason, so they had my grandparents take me to the store. It's Toys R Us, I remember that. And I ended up conning my grandparents into getting me SNES instead. And this was around Christmas time too, which is actually funny too. But so we bring the SNES home. We wrap it up as like a Christmas gift, even though I kind of knew what the gift was, and open it up at Christmas, and it's SNES, and my parents were like, "What the? We didn't want you to buy that. We sent you to the store to get the NES." And they saw how excited I was and happy I was that they kind of gave in and finally just said, "Yeah, okay, keep the SNES." So, because I even told them, I was like, "You know what? I just want the SNES and Super Mario World. I don't want anything else. You can have the NES and all my 30 games or whatever I had." So that's the answer to the first question. The second question was, do you have trouble finding any video games? I'm gonna say probably not. I don't really have too much trouble finding games. I mean, there might be sometimes that I can't find certain games, like NES games or stuff like that are kind of older. You don't really find in thrift stores or online deals as much. I mean, you see a lot more 360 and PlayStation 3 and stuff like that. But when the garage sale season starts hitting in New York, and even flea markets and other stuff, you get to see a lot more of that stuff. So I'd say I don't really have trouble finding too much stuff. Especially if you see my videos, I get a decent amount, I think. So, question 3 is, do you regret selling anything? I kind of do. I mean, it's okay. I guess it kind of worked out in the end, but I regret selling a big part of my PS2 collection as I was growing up. I was short on cash at the time. I don't remember where I was working or what I was doing, but I really wasn't working a great job at the time. And Christmas was coming up, and I really wanted to buy presents for my family and I think my girlfriend at the time, or whatever it was. And so I ended up selling my PlayStation 2 collection to pretty much fund my Christmas buying. And at the time, I had a lot of, the PS2 RPGs and other stuff, because I'm a big RPG guy. So I ended up selling all those. I mean, I've gotten most of them back, but, at the time, it was kind of a big hit. Especially since, like I said, I sold most of the RPG stuff, which, had some value, and that was my favorite genre, and probably still is. So, but again, like I said, I found most of them again, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, so those are the 3 questions. I am gonna tag 3 people. One is I'm a Dragon Ranger, Jody. I know you like to do trade mail videos, but you're gonna have to do a Taggin Tuber video now, buddy. Number 2 is gonna be somebody that actually sent me one of these packages. Retro Gaming Maniac. And the third one will be a twofer. I want to tag. They had channels obviously by themselves before, but they decided to combine, and I'm talking about the Mega Retro Bros. So I want to see one from them too. So those are the 3 that I pick. Now let me go through the packages. Try quickly because there's like 4 or 5 of them. Let me show you this is the Club Nintendo thing. I think it was a platinum score. It was the soundtrack that has all these cool things. I actually really want to open this, but the collector in me doesn't want me to open this, so I'm really kind of torn on this. I might see if I can get some of these songs online or whatever. I probably can, I guess, but it looks really cool. Alright, let me see. I got this from Matt and Jalen. I sent them a package a while back for nothing, and they kept asking me if they could send me something back, and I'm like, I guess if you want, I'm always into PS1 stuff, so they always look for that for me. So they sent me a list of stuff, and I kind of had mostly what they had before, but they found something I didn't have. So Shockwave Assault. I don't have too many long boxes, so that was kind of cool. Let's see if I can open it up. There's a hint book too or something. I don't know what that is, but the instructions are there. The game is there. I think it's missing the little styrofoam thing I think most of the long boxes had before. But the game and the instruction manual are the most important part, obviously, so that's cool. Thank you, Matt and Jalen. And they actually ended up kind of picking these up for me, too, through Retro Gaming Maniac, who made these things. And I thought they were really cool, and I asked how much they were, and they were a couple bucks a piece. And Matt and Jalen were going to get some, and they ended up picking these up for me too. So this is Kefka from Final Fantasy fame. One of my favorite villains probably of all time. Kind of funny because he's not really the main villain until like halfway through the game, and then he kind of turns into the main villain. And I just thought he was kind of cool and memorable, so I decided I wanted him, and of course Chrono from Chrono Trigger, one of my favorite games of all time, and I had to have him. So thank you, Retro Gaming Maniac, and Matt and Jalen, of course. This was from Giuseppe on Facebook, Jamie. I said, I'm trying to collect the World of Nintendo stuff. I'm not into the amiibos, so, but the World of Nintendo stuff I am, and I've been looking for this Toon Link for a while, and I can't find it in my area, so he sent me a message and said he had it. We made a little trade for an NES title, because he's looking for NES titles, and so I got this. Really cool. Definitely not going to open it, because I like how they look in the case, so maybe if I find another one myself, I'll actually open it, because I kind of do want to Put it on the shelf, unopened, but only if I find another one. Let's see. I got two, I guess, bigger trades. I'll go to the Jeff Seabolt one, 2.0. If you watch my channel, you know me and him are always sending stuff back and forth. So he found a couple things for me and added some things I didn't kind of know about. So this was one of them. The World Nintendo stuff. I had most of the medium-sized, I guess, characters, but I didn't really have the smaller ones, so he picked up a couple of those for me. Waluigi. Diddy Kong, which I think I picked up the bigger sized one recently, so I have the small one now too. And Fire Mario, so that was cool. And then he also sent me a couple other things. Borderlands 2, which I don't have. I played it. I think I rented it from like Redbox or something. I didn't like it as much as the first one, so I never picked it up. But I know he has it, and a bunch of other buddies have it, so we probably will run through it eventually. So, and he sent me the add-on disc too, which has some bonus content. I think weapons and some other stuff. So that was cool. And he found some Super Famicom games, which are really cool. A Kirby game, and this one's a really one I'm excited about. Zelda, I think it's a Link to the Past, so that's really cool. So I don't have a Super Famicom, but I would like to get one, so those two will be really cool to try out. And of course, he got me some PS1 games, so these are the ones that he got me. Jeopardy, Time Commando, Big Air, and Theme Park. I used to love these theme games. Theme Hospital was really my favorite, but Theme Park was a cool one too. I remember playing it, I think on PC, so that was a cool one to get. So, and then I did a trade with Chris Morelli. He was looking for 3DS stuff, and I had a bunch of that, and for him and his daughter. So, and then he had PS1 stuff, so we worked out a deal. Let me go through the titles, I guess. Tekken 3, Worms World Party, and these are all complete, by the way. Spider, VMX Racing, Caesar's Palace 2, World's Scariest Police Chases, which I just saw at a thrift store for $8.99, and I was not paying that, so I'm glad I got it in this deal. No, this is not part of it, sorry. NASCAR 2000, I think, was part of it. Fix the Adventure. Bloody Roar 2, which is cool. I think I have the first one too, so that was cool to get the second one. Dino Crisis 2, I have the first one as well in that series, so it was cool to get the second one again. Shadow Madness, which I think is an RPG, actually, which is cool. I've never actually played this one, so that's really cool to get. And probably my favorite of the whole group, Vagrant Story. I, for some reason, never played this. I don't know why, and like I said, I'm a big RPG guy, so this is definitely a cool one to pick up too. So, alright guys, so that's it. Sorry that was a long trade package video, but I kind of threw in everybody in the same video, so, and I had the tagging tubing questions, so hopefully the people that got tagged will do theirs, and I'll put links below to their channels, and all the people that actually have channels on here for the trades, and that's about it. So like, sub, comment, and all that jazz, and I will see you in the next videos. I have a thrifting one coming out, and probably a pickups one coming out in the next couple days. So see you then. Rob out.